All right, good morning. Welcome to Mornings with Loretta. And this is a topic that we may not want to discuss, but let me tell you, it's imperative that we have this conversation this morning because tax day is less than 2 days away, 2 weeks away. Ooh, Loretta, don't scare everybody. And we have with us CPA Lisa Greene-Lewis. And we have a lot of questions for her because we know we want to get this thing right. So, welcome to Mornings with Loretta, Lisa.
Thank you for having me.
So we're just going to jump right in. What advice do you have for people who haven't even started filing yet, not even looked at the filing information? What advice do you have for us? I'm included.
First of all, don't panic. You still have time. Second, gather all your documents in one place so you don't leave anything out. So, documents that report your income, like W 2s and 1099s, but also don't forget those receipts and forms that show expenses that you may be able to deduct. And then definitely go online and e file with direct deposit. That's the fastest way to get your tax refund.
Okay, so but if you make over the threshold, out the window goes the free filing. So what advice do you have for people that are in that category?
If you're in that category, you could come to TurboTax and you can go online and file, or you can hand your taxes over to our TurboTax Live experts, and they can do your taxes in one meeting while they do your taxes.
That is so awesome. So there were some key tax changes this season. First, people should know about and be aware of. Can you share that with us? What should we be expecting? Will that affect our income, our refund?
So, if you were eligible for provisions under the American Rescue Plan that were available for tax year 2021, you may see a lower refund when you do your taxes this year. Some of those provisions, they either reverted or went away. So, the child tax credit, that was up to $3,600 in tax year 2021. That's going back to $2,000. The child independent care credit, that was up to $8,000 if you had two or more kids. That's gone back to $2,100.
Okay, so that was kind of a downer. So, are there any new credits though for filers who can claim on their taxes this season? Please give us some good news.
Yeah, so one thing to keep in mind, those credits I talked about, they are still available. So you would be eligible if you qualify. And then under the Inflation Reduction Act, if you put in solar in your home, you can get a credit for up to 30% of the cost of the solar, or energy efficient credits. Those are back. So if you put in energy efficient windows or doors in your home, you may be able to get a credit.
Okay, so I'm going to have to make sure that my tax preparer knows about that. So, any tips or important things to know for Americans who changed a job, started a gig, or started investing in crypto? Because I know that's going to be a big one.
Yes, so through all those changes, there are deductions. There's a bright side. So if you worked a side gig or became self-employed, remember to take those deductions for anything that's directly related to your business. So travel, marketing, advertising, those are all directly related to your business and they can lower your taxes. With crypto, if you had crypto losses, you can offset those losses against your capital gains. And then if you have a net loss, you can deduct up to $3,000 from ordinary income like wages.
Oh, okay, that is good news. So this is like the biggest question that I have, and it affects me personally, Lisa. So can taxpayers file taxes after April the 18th? And what if we need an extension? What do we do?
So you could file, if you file for an extension, you need to file form 4868. Now remember, if you owe, that is an extension to file and it's not an extension to pay. So you could see penalties if you don't pay at least 90% of what you owe.
Oh, wow, that's a bummer. So the extension only applies for the length of time to pay, but you still have to pay what you owe on the 18th. Is that what I'm hearing correctly?
To file, so you avoid the failure to pay, which is 5% of anything you owe. So that's to avoid that, but it is not an extension to pay. You are still required to pay what you owe by April 18th.
Okay, so we're gonna move on past that one. That's a that's a bummer, but it didn't change. It's always been that way. So I don't even know why I'm tripping. It's always been that you had to pay the money that you owed, and you only get an extension to file. Okay, so what options are available for people who want extra guidance this tax season? Where can we go?
You can come to TurboTax. So whether you want to do your taxes yourself, you get guidance, but also you can fully hand your taxes over to a tax expert who can do them for you.
Okay, so with TurboTax, which I used to use and I still use, I'm probably going to have to use it this year. I'm probably going to have somebody else do it. But I used to use TurboTax a long time, for years. So do you advise us doing our taxes ourselves though? Really, can we really find all those deductions and credits that we need, or should we but I know TurboTax is really good at this. So if you're not going to use TurboTax, should you use somebody else, or should you still try to do that form yourself?
It's a preference. If you're using something like TurboTax, it does guide you, but we're no longer do it yourself. So we have tax experts that can do it for you.
I love that. So we're no longer DIYs. They have people to help. Okay, so let me ask you some more questions. I think we have more time, and I think we have some questions coming in. So we have a couple more minutes with you, I think, Lisa. So what have been the recent changes in nonprofit tax deductions? That's a great question, Amelia.
Recent changes in not-for-profit?
Yeah, their tax deductions. Have there been any changes with nonprofits tax deductions, what they can use?
No, not that I don't think there are any recent changes for not-for-profit.
That's good. So because I thought their tax was different. I know we got to wrap it up.
It is different. It's not. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I was just making sure that we answered our questions. I think that's a whole nother ball game for nonprofits. So where do we go for more information? I know you got to go.
You can come to turbotax.com.
Lisa, thank you so much for being our guest. I hope you enjoyed your first time, and you'll come back.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, so Lisa has to go, everybody, but let me tell you this. Please consult a professional, right? I'm in the season now where I'm paying people who are experts at whatever it is, whether it's painting or cleaning or taxes, especially because I don't want to have to give away more than I owe, and I don't want to get money back that I may have to pay back eventually. So make sure you're consulting a tax professional. And like she said, TurboTax is not a DIY anymore. They have numerous tax professionals to guide you along the way. So what we're going to do now is take a break, and we'll be right back.
Your life lit today, have your troubles away, maybe learn another way, hanging with Loretta. Now it's time for some fun, get some inspiration. Don't you stop until you want.